Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today, we will be reviewing Rickards Blonde. Rickards Blonde is a 5% alcohol beer. When I first heard about Rickards Blonde, I got really excited. I thought it would be a Belgian blonde style ale. It's a German style Pilsner, which, you know what, you can still be excited about. A good Pilsner is still a nice beer to drink. Pilsners should be very pale malts. You should get the noble family of hops, so it should be nice and pale and with a very hop forward aroma. Rickards, even if you don't like all their products, for a big beer company, they do a really good job at staying somewhat to the style of beer they're doing. Yes, it's more aimed towards the masses instead of the people that are just going to want to go out and find that stuff, but they actually do a really good job at staying towards that style. They do a red, they do a white, they do a honey brown, a pale, a dark, and now the blonde. It's a nice blonde color, not as pale as Pilsner usually is, but I mean, it's true to form for the name. It is a blonde. Again, I'm loving that head. It's nice and pillowy. Very big bubbles, yet at the same time very coarse. I mean, they're close-knit. They are big bubbles, but they're close-knit, so they're not fading as fast. I mean, it's been about, I don't know, about a minute and a half now, and I still have some head. Scent-wise, it's pretty good. It's not as hop-forward as most Pilsners are, but I mean, this beer is brewed by Molson for the masses. It's brewed to be liked by the most amount of people. Whether or not you love it, it doesn't really matter as long as you like it. You do get hops. They're bitter, they're floral, but they're subdued. They're not as strong as they normally would be. I don't even know if they put the noble family in here. I would suspect they would because, as I said, Rickards usually does a fairly good job of staying with the style. You get a bready, yeasty scent in there. You get some sweet malt, again subdued. It basically smells like a Pilsner, but subdued. Taste. Now, between everything I've had to do off camera while this beer has been poured, this beer's been opened for probably about 8 minutes now. And look, it still has head. Still a nice pillowy head at that. I'm actually amazed by that. Rickards, that makes this beer look amazing to me. Anyway, how does it taste? Oh my god, it laces. It's smooth, it's easy drinking. Slightly crisp. Very refreshing. You get a nice sweet malt at the beginning. If you hold it on your tongue, you can taste a little bit of corn. That's the only thing detracting from this beer, is you can taste a slight touch of like an adjunct. I don't know for sure if they put it in there or if it's just a taste that's coming off of it, but you can get a slight corny taste, and it's not anything big. It's just there. This beer is surprisingly good. I wasn't sure what I was going to think of it when I found out that it was actually a German-style Pilsner. I like some Pilsners, but I hate a lot of others. But this one's actually really good. Because of the way it was made, for the most people to like it, its bitterness is there. It's bitterness is in the back of your throat. It's apparent, but it seems to be almost perfect. Very well balanced. Yeah, it's there. After the sip, it lasts. Get a slight sort of like green apple-y taste afterwards too. I'm not saying sweet green apple, but you know that feeling that's left in your mouth after you've eaten a Granny Smith? That's there when you're drinking this. Like the skin of the apple. Just that dull and crisp feel in your mouth. With slightly sweet, slightly bitter taste. That's up at the roof of my mouth. And then the bitter hops are at the back. My throat has a slight hop burn to it. But again, it's just very, very well balanced. I actually really enjoy this. I have heard that this will only be available in the taster packs here in Ontario. So you'd get the red, the white, and the blonde. Really, I wish they'd do one that would be the dark white and blonde, because I think that's my 3 favorites. I would give this a 7.25 out of 10. Just not quite at the 7.5 because of that slight corny taste. But other than that, it's a really good Pilsner. If you guys like Pilsners, this should be something to try. If you don't like Pilsners, try it too. I mean, you might start to like Pilsners. Blue is not a Pilsner. So you might say, oh, I like blue, so I must like this. No. This actually tastes very close to what the style should taste like. It looks pretty close to what the style should look like. Just a little more to the blonde scale than the pale scale. And the head is awesome. So, if you get a chance to try Rickards Blonde, try it. This has been the Albino Rhino, here on the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Thank you for watching. Good beer drinking to all of you. Have yourselves a wonderful day.